Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Football Central CFL content for the fans, by the fans. Willie Jefferson has re-signed with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Rick, I am very happy about this. This is one of those signings where, did he have a little bit of a down year? Yeah. But you know what? It's one of those things where it's like, I don't want to see Winnipeg. I don't want to see Willie Jefferson in anything other than a Bomber jersey. Now, I am curious about some stuff in the sense of, I think it was a 3 Down Nation podcast, just because I saw Bombers Paradise on Instagram kind of discussing it a little bit. Basically, they didn't say it outright, but they alluded to the fact that maybe Willie was getting a little bit on the side of low ball. Do you know what I mean? Because as much as, again, his production was down a little bit over time. Firstly, this isn't the first time it's happened with him. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that it's common, but I'm just saying is that that's not necessarily a sign that he's not going to have a bounce back year. I think he actually probably does. But the entire defensive line, just in general, had a bit of a down year, which is okay. It happens. You know what I mean? And I think Willie Jefferson, he's 34 years old at this point now. I imagine him and Collaros retire at the same time. So my guess would be in a year, this would maybe be his last year. But not saying he can't go longer. I'm just saying I wouldn't be surprised. It's one of those things, though, with Willie Jefferson. He has so embaked himself in Winnipeg, which firstly makes him a fan favorite. The way that he's moved his entire family here, and his wife runs the women's organization. They do just an absolute ton for the city. The city loves Willie Jefferson, and of course they do. And he really is one of the faces of this Bombers team. The second he's done his playing career, I have no doubt he will have some other role within the organization if he wants it. And but he's been in the CFL for a long time. Played on Edmonton for 2 years when he started in 2014-15 for the Eskimos. Then with Saskatchewan with 3 years, and then 2019 and onward, he's been in Winnipeg, and he's been a face of this franchise. And with him being a 6'7" guy, a lot of knockdowns. That's the one thing, is that if he's able to get close enough, he's going to be swatting a lot of balls out of the air. There's a no-fly zone around Willie Jefferson. So as a non-Bomber fan, Rick, what is your interpretation of the signing?
I mean, it's good that he's back for you guys, because you guys really didn't have anyone on that defensive line. I mean, besides Lawson, maybe, that was a key player.
No, that's true.
The other thing that I'm actually noticing.
Well, they also have to sign Vaughters, because this is one of the bookends. No, you got to get the other one now.
But what I'm saying is, I'm curious to see if that article is actually true, because we went from a bunch of signings to crickets.
Yes.
So I'm wondering either A, if they're waiting from the CFLPA to see what they're doing with the revenue money.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Or if players are actually getting lowball offers.
Well, it's possible even that, again, I think there's a certain amount of coincidence in the sense of that the signing of one player on one team doesn't necessarily have a direct factor on another player signing on another roster. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's some level of lowballing with certain guys, especially with teams that kind of have to. If you look at Winnipeg, if we look at just kind of the way that they're doing things, it looks relatively clear that Winnipeg, there is a bit of a transition going on in Winnipeg where they're going towards younger. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The team is getting younger in terms of the way that they're signing guys that are maybe getting let go or moving on to other endeavors, whether that's Chris Kolinkowski going to Hamilton, whether that's Jake Thomas retiring, or even last year when Adam Big Hill was not re-signed. You know what I mean? There's been a movement in Winnipeg.
Came to Hamilton.
Yeah, yes, or yes, where the team just relocates to Hamilton because Hamilton, the Ticats are a combination of the Tigers and the Wildcats, and now they're a combination of the Bombers too. The Hamilton Cat Bombers.
That's okay. Hamilton Tigers, Hamilton Ticats are going to Toronto, so don't feel bad.
Oh yeah, there you go. Everything's on the move. No, but with Willie Jefferson, I'm honestly this is a signing I'm glad to see. It's one of those things where, like, this guy, the guy moves the needle in the sense of that this guy sells tickets. People, like, I'll put it this way: that Bomber Stadium was sold out every game last year. Even though, again, like as we kind of mentioned, did Willie Jefferson have a little bit of down year? Yeah. Still put butts in seats though, because people want to see him play. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where Winnipeg absolutely loves him, and I say that as one who does. You know what I mean? And it's one of those things where I think there's also a lot that some of the younger talent can learn from a guy like Jefferson, having him in the locker room. And so I'm curious to see, especially when he's done his football career, what role he finds himself in, because I don't think he's leaving Winnipeg even after his career.
I was going to say, let's be honest, people didn't go there for Jefferson. You know who they went there for?
Okay.
They went to go see the man in his lovely fur coat.
Okay.
Strut up and down the sidelines.
You say, okay. That's one factor. That's one factor. I know games where it's 20 below and I see someone with like no shirt, fur coat, cowboy hat, but also the amount of the ovation Willie Jefferson gets when he comes out of the tunnel and he's playing the goddamn air guitar. Like, people go nuts for it. They love it, and I can't blame them. And so it's what, you know what it is. He's fun. He's fun. He's so much fun. And he's got to be one of the most likable guys in the CFL. And he's a CFL legend. That Ring of Honor in Winnipeg and all the names, Willie Jefferson's name's going to be on there. There's no question. Mm-hmm. Like, absolutely no question. And so I'm not sure exactly how much longer he'll be in the CFL. To be honest, I think that's probably up to him realistically, unless there's a situation where the Bombers really lowball him. Similar in a fashion that they did with Adam Bighill, and they kind of felt they had a replacement, but I don't yet see a key replacement at end for either Vaughters or Jefferson. Like I see Vaughters sticking around a little longer potentially, but with that, I hope his production gets back. Like if I could see him get even just six sacks in this coming year, I think he certainly is capable of that. That would be fantastic. I would love to see this Bombers team go on another run. We'll have to see. To be honest, I think it also depends on what the Bombers decide to do in free agency. I think there's potential that the Bombers may splash a little bit more in free agency than they have in prior years. I think, to be honest, I actually think if we want to talk about it, just a side note, I know this is a Willie Jefferson video, a player that the Bombers, I think, should sign through free agency. I think Charleston Rambo would be a really good fit in Winnipeg. Just saying. I think the money would be right. I think the role would be right. Don't hold me to it, but I think that would be a good fit. I'm curious, but at the end of the day, it's one of those things. I'm just happy to see Willie back. I wanted him signed. This took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but there's definitely reasons for that and whatnot. So at the end of the day, I'm just happy to see Willie stick around. Anything else you got there, Rick?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you guys leave a like, share it around, and subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you guys haven't, make sure you guys join our Discord. Link in the description below to our Discord, where we discuss all things CFL, NHL, all sorts of sports stuff. So make sure you guys go there and keep the conversation going. And then also coming up in the world of CFL, which Rick will be covering.
Yes, my lovely Free Agent Frenzy Day on February 10th, where I will be live streaming for 10 to 11 hours.
Yes,
like
sir.
I don't already have something else to do, but I have some interesting graphics being made behind the scenes. You'll have to come and check out what I'm going to have that day.
Yes, Rick has given me work.
Listen, if I got to stay up late to do these videos, darn right I'm giving you work.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn right. You're putting my ass to work. I'm aware.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens when you're off 2 weeks before the free agent window.
There you go. Also, before we get going, make sure you guys, coming out this Monday will be our interview with BC Lions linebacker Darnell Sankey. If you guys have any questions for Darnell Sankey, you can go on any of our social medias, whether that's Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, or even you can just leave a comment below and just say this is for the Darnell Sankey interview. Not all questions will necessarily get in there, but we'll try to get at least a good amount of them. So if you have any for him, let us know below. So we'll talk to you guys later.